Ah. Okay. After playing these games for literally all of November, like, that's totally what I'm just realizing in hindsight, that not a single stream throughout the month of November was anything other than Metroid Prime, like these three games. But we're at the end of Prime 3. We gotta bring these things to an end sometime. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna save the unlocking stuff for later, for after I finish the playthrough, because there'll definitely be, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be, like, enough time afterwards, because we got very little left to do. Gotta finish up some business on the pirate homeworld, and then we can head on off to the final area, because we completed our energy cell hunting fetch quest last time. And in the midst of that, I just fucked everything up and forgot to scan the one door in this game that you're expected to, like, scan in order to get into the... Yeah, wait, no, I'm talking here.
We need you to... Unit 240
yeah.
are the coordinates.
Yeah. Point is, that one door on Norian that is, like, for seeker missiles to unlock, whatever fucking reason, I just screwed up and, like, just shut off the lock early before scanning, because for some reason I thought I did. Fucking great. Anyway, enough about that. Also, this wasn't even the right landing zone. What the hell? Yeah, fine. Gotta fly over the landing site, Bravo. For some reason, I thought Bravo was up here. Guess I'm just confusing some of these. Again, this is the problem with, like, with the planet map and, like, the landing zones not specifically telling you which landing zone you're heading towards. Ah, whatever. We'll be done with this soon. At least our ship still looks cool. Even with all the silly bumper stickers plastered all over. And our suit still looks great as well. Alright. So, first stop, Lift Hub. We can get us a missile expansion there, which should be, like, the second to last one. Because, yeah, looking at it, because, like, my little cheat sheet apparently got a bit, the numbering off it. It skipped the 5, even though it's, like, the final count in this game, unlike Echoes, is not 255. It's just 250, like the first game. They decided not to go for the obvious programming joke. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, and because we had accidentally, like, without realizing, activated the probe that gave us the item locations on the pirate homeworld, you get to see what that's actually like. We picked up that white dot. Now it's an X on our map. It's very nice. It is such an appreciated feature that I wish, like, I know it wasn't designed to have that built into Prime 1 and 2, but God, I wish that they had found a way to, like, insert that into the Prime Trilogy versions. Like, it is such an appreciated feature, you know? Because there's nothing that says with these games that, like, you should have absolutely no idea where any of these power-ups are hidden. It's nice to know where they're hidden. The challenge should remain, you have to figure out how to get them. Okay, but let's head up. Command courtyard is... Yeah. Oh, and I guess just double check in the event that some scripted event doesn't happen or whatever, or, you know, just to prevent a scripted event potentially happening that might screw me out of getting it. I'm also going to pick up the scan that I failed to grab last time. Because I was a bit in a hurry trying to get through this area. Yeah. We'll take a peek over there. Alright, purification. There's our penultimate. Okay. Our great leader, with the aid of the Aurora unit, has discovered many of Phaaze's secrets. Dark Sands can now command the living world to send forth seeds. Ah, okay. Yeah. That's the explanation for how, like, more Leviathans are actually able to be sent out, which belies the... Which, I guess, begs the question, then how the hell did they even send out Leviathans in the first place to impact, like, Talon 4 and Aether? Yeah, whatever. And as it turns out, as a reward for this, we got to have our planet struck with Phaaze on. Hooray! God. Fucking cult-ass space pirates. Still, I do kind of miss the days in which old space pirate lore was pretty much relegated to just the science team coming up with whatever dumb shit that they could do with the Phazon they found on Talon 4. Although the logs on Aether and Prime 2, where they're just like, where they feel so out of their league with the situation they're in, was probably the best. Okay, well, let's head over to Flux Control. Come on, open up. Thank you. Yeah, not wasting time. Yeah, we know it's in here. God, just like the battle music is still going on out there. That is nuts. Yeah. Oh, I think it's probably down here. There. Right. Yes, exactly. That's the point. We were supposed to go back here, flip this open, and then go through. Now that we actually have the spider ball. And that's it. That's every missile expansion. It's not every single item expansion, though. We still got stuff for, like, the gunship that we never really get to use much in battle, but eh. Maybe we'll get to in the upcoming sequence. I forget. But yeah, 250. And how many pickups do we have now? 96, right. So if I recall, we're still gonna probably be getting plenty of the missile expansions. So now let's just go straight to the command center and take out this shield. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think we're really able to do much through there. Because we gotta find an actual doorway. Right. Keep going. Yep. Yeah, and this was right here in defense access, so we can finally access the room up ahead. Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. We can't do anything with that specific thing yet. That's still a later ability that we get. All right. Come on, just shoot it. Ah, God, they really do take a lot of damage to go down. Just those turrets. Good enough. I forgot that even with hyper mode, like, your missiles in that mode will just bounce off pirates that have, like, any sort of armor on them. Damn it. It's a bit of a pain. Energy lock active, blocking access to control units. Okay. This thing again. More things to use our X-ray visor and Nova beam. Oh yeah, that's right. They give you a voucher for like set number of commandos that you kill. Yeah, that's right. Okay. That's cool. It's not static targets inside. It is just a bunch of bouncing balls. Yeah, and little explosions inside does. Ah, come on. Get. Where the fuck are you? Ah, that works. Fuck, who's hitting me? Okay, come on. Oh, man. Oh, come on. Seriously? Ah, fucker. This is a surprisingly hard target to hit. Finally. Okay, good. The shield is down. Man. This game really does not mess around by the end. It's like... It's not quite at Ninja Gaiden 2 levels of the goal is to die slower than your enemies, but Hyper Mode and, like, its drawbacks very much makes it feel that way at times. Like it or not, you're gonna have to lose a lot of health, and whether or not it's from, like, enemies hitting you specifically, or from expending it yourself for more power is like a... It's like a toss-up. And here we go, cavalry's arrived. Sup, Dane? Alright, defense system obliterated. Oh yeah, there's old Ridley.
Outstanding job, Samus. I knew the Federation could count on you.
Thank you.
I've given the order to begin the invasion. I'm headed down there with the troops. Meet me at these coordinates.
Alright. Where are you at? Skyway access? Right on, so... Come on. So, yeah, we'll just go out this way. Take the elevator back up. We're all set. Okay, but the next part I know that's coming up... Actually, speaking of which, it'd probably be more prudent for me to, like, head back down to the ship and save just to get up all on my health. Because this next one, this next section, I distinctly remember from the last time I played this years and years ago, like, it felt like things could go particularly bad. Because what happens is that it's another big extended combat sequence with the addition of Galactic Federation troops, and it resets you if all of them die. Or at least specific ones. I can't remember for sure which it is. Could be both. Regardless, it's an even more involved battle than some of the past few ones that we dealt with here on this level. Which, again, you know, for the context of a Metroid game, you know, it's certainly different from what you've normally come to expect. But yeah, max health, max missiles, almost max gunship, but I think this is fine enough for now. You know, it's fine, I'll take it. I didn't want to expend any missiles right now. Now that. Let's see, can I get some help from these guys? No? Nothing? Alright. Not even from that container. Asshole. Oh, yeah, here it is. Here come the demo troops.
Outstanding work, Samus. I don't say this often, but I sure am impressed. That said, you've still got work to do. Up ahead is the pirate cargo line that leads to the sea. There's a large security door located at the end. 4 demolition troopers are needed to open the final door, so you need to make sure enough of them make it safely through this area.
Right, okay, 4's the minimum.
You are the only one who can destroy the seed. We'll help along the way. Once we get there, it's up to you to finish the job. We're right behind you, Samus. Do some damage.
Right on. Have I mentioned how much better you are than my previous CO? So, god damn it, the Demolition Federation troopers are so much cooler looking. Just look at that.
The explosive charges we carry are the only things that can get through the doors at the end of the Skyway.
Yeah, just very thin visors, like the orange highlights. It's sick. I love it. That's it. This is gonna be. This is potential to be quite an arduous encounter. So, whole lot of hyper mode, a whole lot of missiles.
Samus, we are part of the demolition reinforcement squad. Since our armor is weaker than most of the troopers, we need you to watch our backs through this area. Our crew
Really? Because it makes you look cooler.
Most of the demolition team has already started moving towards the seeds, so you better get going. Good luck.
Right. Oh wait, hold on. That's right. Yeah, whatever. I could probably scan more of these. Yeah, okay. Okay, I gotta... Because I forgot the obvious to just scan them right at the start, but okay, this is fine. Oh, shoot. Well, that's one. That one loss, not a big deal. Not now. It's fine. Just keep moving forward. Yeah, just go into hyper mode for as little as you need and then just get out. Yeah, it's... The fact this even exists, anytime I think about it in hindsight, is still crazy. Like, even in the context of, like, the fact that you had the big combat focus in the beginning. Okay, no, never mind. Let's go. We still got 11 left. That's right. That's fine. We got at least seven more errors that we can make before we gotta do this entire operation all over again. Actually, I need to double check as well. Which 204? Yes. Okay, so it's the next transit tunnel after this. There's the final pirate data lore. Good enough. Ooh, just barely. Okay. Ah, come on. Alright, fine. Whatever. It's fine. We can still go. We can still go. So far, this is definitely going better than the last time I tried this. But then again, that might have just been like a simple lapse in like my playing ability even back then. Because, I don't know, I like so much about this game, but goddamn do I forget how to properly play some parts of it. Because certain sequences are things that, again, you never expect for a Metroid game. So this is Transit Tunnel P69. We double check again. Is it even in this hall? Is it one that I even scan around here or something? No. Is it even part of the next? Oh, god damn it. Who cares? I already screwed up on, like, getting 100% with this game anyway. So what does it matter? That's right, Berserker Lords. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Auto vent. Yeah, that's the first time you actually get to see it that time. That's fine. Also, we lost another demo trooper, but again, that's fine. Everything is fine. I keep saying all the time, but it's fine. There's the pirate commander. Okay, come on. Where is he? I only killed 3 of those things. The commander has to be around here. Or wait, maybe it's in the tunnel. Oh, that's it. Alright then. Guess that's fine. Yeah, okay, so it's the next transit tunnel, I guess, is where that is supposed to take place. I don't know. Could I still go back? God. Guess that's not it then. Shoot. Ugh. I seriously am forgetting whether or not they'll even let me go back, like, through all of these tunnels once I'm done with the Leviathan.
Thanks for all the help back there, Samus. I almost thought we weren't gonna make it when those commandos showed up. We owe you one.
Yeah. Then again, I'm starting to get the suspicion that maybe, like, I think with this, like, guide I have, I think a lot of it might just be based more on stuff like... Oh, wait, no, it's over here. Oh, my God. The guide I have must not be, like, based on whatever got released as, like, the PAL version or something, or whatever got used for, like, the basis of the, of the trilogy version. Because there are minor differences when you go from, like, these games' original releases to the compilation on the trilogy. And, like, some of the stuff I'm seeing, like, on this list, as far as, like, places, areas where you scan things and, like, items you pick up, is like, or even metals, is like, it's just not adding up. It is baffling. Basically, I feel like at this point, when it comes to Prime 3, maybe I should not be relying so much on, like, using something like this. Especially when the freaking, like, item pickups, you can get those marked on your map anyway, so it's not like finding those is an issue, as it can be in Prime 1 and 2. Yep. Whatever. Honestly, though, Gandrada does not strike me as the type of character you would refer to as mistress. That just seems off. Okay. Right. Now, okay. So the pirate commander specifically should be coming up now. Oh yeah, and also I just realized there's a gold medal that we could have gotten if we had managed to save every single demolition troop, which clearly we didn't. Not like it matters. I think we'll honestly, like, know for sure how things go. Oh. That's a pretty good one. I forgot about that, how they used that transition to lead into, like, the proper introduction of this enemy type, this mini-boss. There it is, Pirate Commander. Red Phaaze assault armor, resistant to most weaponry. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it also does not have the weakness that these other pirates do. Come on, just let me. All right, fine. Oh, come on. Get over here. There we go. Nice. Okay. Pirate Commander is history. Yeah, honestly, that's not a bad sequence, going back through this again, just because of the, just because of, like, the thing that had me worried, obviously, was the need to protect some of these demolition troopers along the way. Which I'm sure is, like, if I was just more on top of things as far as, like, being in hyper mode, just non-stop shooting, it would be possible to save them. I just know that, like, the one time I played this game in hyper mode difficulty, I know I absolutely did not care about getting that particular achievement for keeping all of them safe. Just was not viable. Here we go. Another use for our gunship's missiles. Another thing that I just completely forgot to, like, make use of. I really should double check, especially now that we got, like, the protective shield down over this entire planet. Should probably go back through some areas and see, like, does it even give you, like, a spot to, like, still do bombing runs? Or is that really only for Norian? Because again, it's like, I want to say, I still recall there being places where you could do a bombing run outside of Bryyo. Like, that was the whole point of, like, getting all these gunship missiles in the first place. It'd be pointless if you could only do those, like, during the part of the game where it emphasized it the most. I don't know. Still, I guess it just always comes back to, like, the same point that, like, I've always just talked about with this game. It was like, I love the ship's inclusion, making it be more involved, but boy, is it ever evident that it needed to have a lot more involvement. You know? Because, like, being able to do bombing runs in, like, open enough areas is cool. As is the, you know, some of the puzzly things you can do with it, like picking up items with, like, its tow cable. And then, of course, just the very convenient feature that it has built in, where it basically just lets you go to basically any designated warp point, as it were. Because that's what it is. You're essentially teleporting there in, like, just pure game Metroidvania terms. Yeah. But now it's time for our third and final Leviathan boss fight. Just durable scans detect an interior weak point. Yeah? You can already tell what the whole point of, like, this fight's gonna be. Like, what's gonna be a big focus for it, and honestly, I'm all down for it. Then, and it's no surprise who we're gonna be fighting in here, considering what planet we're on. So there we go. And it's not Meta Ridley this time. It's Omega Ridley. With a pretty great remix of his theme, you know? It's different from the one that's, like, typically for Meta Ridley. So yeah. Revived and regenerated through phase on exposure, Omega Ridley has been energized to a new combat threat level. Contains extremely durable phase on enhanced armor skin and protective armored plating. Scans indicate a recent injury is not fully healed, so expose and target wound to inflict damage. Will act to protect this vulnerability. Convenient. Okay, come on. Yeah. Yeah. That's the basic idea. Yeah, just kind of like a remix of, like, the core idea behind the original Meta Ridley boss fight. With the difference being, you know, just like you got new tools, and he's obviously got some new attacks, but it doesn't have, like, quite the level of, like, you know, set piece wow factor that, like, the first that the Meta Ridley fight of this game had, you know? Just falling down that shaft, that was, like, amazing. There we go. First phase done. More armor, but that's not gonna stop us. Okay. Now we could just actually hit the dude's head. Obviously, with like just the angling on everything, still makes it a bit difficult to properly get off. I'm starting to think that like it's not really possible to properly get those. Yep, now you just gotta do this. The whole gimmick of this. You know, making use of grapple, making use of lock-on free aim, making use of X-ray and Nova Beam. Oh, yeah, you actually can destroy both. Okay, yeah, but like each of the shoulder points take quite a bit of damage to actually get rid of. Come on. There we go. That's the first one down. Nice. Oh no, there's like the focus on using like the X-ray visor as you get further on is cool. I always appreciate that part. Though, thinking about it now, when it comes to the Leviathan boss fights, I'm starting to... I think I remember more clearly now that Moganar still might be my favorite of the three. I mean, it might either be this or that one. I just know there wasn't really, like... I didn't think too much highly of, like, Helios, like, in the grand scheme of things, even though there were some things about it that were certainly unique. I just think that when it comes to the bosses in this game, the more I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, there's a better consistency in terms of, like, bosses not having the problem Echoes did, where their first phase has got a very underwhelming feel to it. Like, it sets a bad first impression for how the fight's gonna go in terms of pacing. Okay. Right, here it comes. Because, like, yeah, this does get progressively more interesting, but, like, in all honesty, like, the real highlight bosses of Prime 3 are against the other hunters. Though I am kind of forgetting a bit more specifically. Armor's been destroyed. Cardiac regions exposed, vulnerable to Phaaze energy. Right, I know that. The problem is obviously getting it to stay still so you can actually hit him is the thing. Actually, a Phaaze missile might be better. Like, if it's able to... I guess that did some damage, but not enough. Right, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, missed my chance. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, okay. I'm remembering now all the different like neat things you can do as far as like trying to stuff his attacks during this, and it's like, yeah, this is one of my more one of the better boss fights of Prime 3. Ah, it's still hard to hit though, the hitbox and everything. Ah. I'm just getting the angle wrong is the thing. Okay, but now he's flying again. That's fine. We got what? We got plenty of health to work with. I think we just gotta wait for like the pass, or maybe I could just shoot another missile. Oh. Oh right, I guess that doesn't really work with the main lock-on point being his chest, which only takes damage from Phaaze on. Yeah. Yeah, I guess this is kind of the weakest part of it, just because I can't really recall if there was like a reliable way to actually shoot him in the mouth when he's flying. Because that part's glowing, that means you can hit it. It's just really difficult. And there we go. Yeah. Like, as an update to his original Metroid Prime 1 fight, Omega Ridley's not that bad. I mean, I even remember back in Prime 1 that, like, I was mentioning it was kind of a toss-up between whether Meta Ridley or Metroid Prime was the best that game's bosses actually got. And I think it might have ultimately been like Meta Ridley's the second best, just because like the only way to actually make it way better than it would normally in that game is if you make use of tricks that are only possible like on version 1.0 to like speed up the process and cheese him out, because otherwise he takes forever. This though, nice refinement of that. I can get behind it. And there we go. Our final hyper mode ability, which now powers our grapple. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say, thinking about it, like, ranking the Leviathan boss fights in order from, like, best to least good. Like, Moganar, Omega Ridley, and then Helios. At least those three, just counting as part of it, because I feel like, you know, even though you're in a phase-on environment for the end of the game, I don't count I count Dark Samus / Aurora 313 as kind of its own thing. Still not bad. I think still my initial assessment of like bosses being more consistent in this checks out, whereas Echoes definitely has some where like the bosses and even phases within those bosses are like way or more wildly varying in their quality. Because like none of the fights in this game I feel match the high that is like Quadraxis So I guess that's kind of how I break it down. So yeah, I guess that's, yeah. Me putting another positive in Metroid Prime 2's favor. Yeah, whatever. It's not like I have an issue with that. Echoes is still a good game. Ah. There we go.
Samus, you have successfully destroyed the last remaining seed as detected by our systems.
Mm-hmm.
The spread of Phaaze corruption has been stopped. This is a great day for the Federation. However, there is one more mission to complete. Skytown's Aurora Unit 217 reports that it has discovered the origin of the Leviathan attack. It appears that this is where Dark Samus and her main pirate force are stationed. Destroying them will require a full-scale attack. Unfortunately, this location is so far away it cannot be reached by conventional space travel. We must instead create a wormhole to reach it. The pirates have constructed a Leviathan battleship, which is in orbit around this planet. If we can board this battleship, we may be able to force it to open a wormhole. Large energy surges consistent with a warp device are traveling between the pirates' planet and the Leviathan battleship. It appears the pirates are using this warp device to link to the ship. We will upload the coordinates of this device to you now.
Yep. Okay. Back down to the planet's surface again. Yeah. Okay. I still need to get down here. 97. Yeah, because the hyper grapple counted this one pickup. So if I recall correctly, I think the only remaining 3 upgrades are all related to the gunship missiles, which never get used, but whatever. Ah, thirsty. Okay. I forget if it's at this specific landing zone or if it's at both. But there's a nice detail for some of the areas here on the Pirate Homeworld now that we've finished the job. Check it out. We got GF troopers stationed here.
There are still pirates in this area. Stay alert.
Yeah. They got as much of this secured as they reasonably can. Alright, let's go. And also just because I feel bad that I kept forgetting to show it off, like around the areas where it should be possible. I'm gonna try and like use my command visor more often just to just to see like if there are like some parts of this planet that are like open enough to allow for my ship to do a bombing run. Mm-hmm. All right. Over to the next transit station. All right. Wait, actually, hold on. I just looked ahead. I guess there's only 2 gunship missiles left? What the hell? Yeah, so there's these 2 things. Shit, what the hell? Ah, fuck. I might have to take a detour back to, like, back to the Chozo Observatory in Skytown just to double check and see if it's even... If maybe, like, again, there's just something with this guide has screwed up. It's always so tense dealing with these specific things. Yeah, can't really do anything with this. But whatever, that's another gold medal. God, yeah, I'm starting to realize that there's enough errors in this, like in this little route guide of mine that, like, I think it's proving to be a bit more of a liability, like, by the end than I realized. Holy shit, this is rough. Okay, so yeah, like it or not, this is basically just gonna be a 99% run, I feel. Unless, depending on wherever that last item might be. Assuming it's not, like, an extra, like, pickup or whatever that you get that, like, is story mandated, like, unique. And let's see. Which one is it? Metroid Crash. Okay, that's where I gotta go. Okay. Just keep moving forward. Right. Okay, there shouldn't be a red phasoid among these in this particular room. Come on, open. Yeah, just like of all the things, it really should have been.
We have received new data from a planet was detected at the epicenter from where the Leviathan telemetry originated. We have named this planet Phaaze.
Uh-huh. Alright, is this still on track? Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, that's a lot. Oh geez, this is a clusterfuck. Yeah, I'm done. I'm heading out. Okay. So we got another gold medal. That's fine. And we're just gonna... Let's see. Yeah, just head over to, like, the processing access. Which should be... Yes, down there. Alright. Yeah, that hitbox on those tiny phasoids remains so unbelievably finicky. Okay. Alright, wall jump panels. I can see where this is going. This is... Alright. Okay. It's interesting how that recedes with each one. Okay, so there's that. Now we head to the scrap vault. And the scrap works. Get one last power up there. Yeah, God, I guess I am gonna have to rescind my initial assessment on, like, the missile account. Like, it has to be 255. Alright. That worked out well enough in my favor. Now then, if I recall, Scrapworks was one that you can only really access through, yeah, through a morph ball tunnel. One that I'm pretty sure was up near the top, so... Gotta go up these platforms first. Oh, come on! At least they put, like, a safety platform below there, but man, I never bonked my head on that before. Okay. Let me just keep going through here. It's a puzzle that I'm pretty sure, if I recall, is one that definitely needed something like the spider ball to make use of. Yep. Yeah, I can hear it. Oh, come on. Freaking boost ball. Not the boost ball. Rather like the morph ball jump timing. Got it. Okay. Now, I think one thing I do need to check with the map. Yeah, I can go out to the galaxy map. Zoom back in on a bunch of these places. Make sure that all of these that I see are X's. Yeah, it does look like it. Yeah, and I'm at 99 pickups out of 100. It's ridiculous. Alright. Now let's just get out of here. Oh god, that's right. No, you can't go back through that way. God, again. Freaking one-way paths. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's a dead end. Okay, unless I'm actually missing something else entirely. And that's not even the spot I'm supposed to exit out of. Oh god, of course. It's that middle one down there. Ugh. How is it I still feel this fatigued even when I'm taking like days breaks in between? How is that possible? Okay, where's the left? Okay. Send on to the other side. Through this gutted out giant space creature. I guess just double checking. I had to make sure. Yeah. Like the remaining medals I could, or things to get through the rest of the game are all like related to like scanning creatures that only appear on Phaaze. Which, you know, screw it. I'm just gonna go back to the Chozo Observatory, activate all those, and just figure out from there what is the one, like, just what is that one pickup that I am missing? It's clearly a missile, like, somewhere along the way. Or maybe I can, like, deduce from there just to make sure. Let me scroll back up. Like, where was it? It was around the 200 mark or so that it seemed to, like, skip about the numbers or so. Okay. Yeah. From 195 to 205, and that was back on Bryyo, so it's gotta be there somewhere. Ugh. Man. It'll be nice when this is done. I've had my fun going back through these games, but man, expectations I set for myself trying to 100% these like in every conceivable way is just fallen apart with Prime 3. And it's mostly just with like the one logbook scan that I've missed. Yeah, so yeah, just that way. Thank God the observatory is not too far away from like where this landing zone is. And I have plenty of room to use screw attack. Oh, fuck. Not cool, man. Yeah, still nothing to really do a bombing run on for. It's weird, like, I remember, like, other optional places where you could do it, but I just, like, and I've done those in the past, they just never, like, came up elsewhere, so it's like, I'm definitely gonna be looking up online just to see if my memory isn't going nuts, and, like, what are those, like, areas that, like, I'm missing that you can, like, summon your ship to do a bombing run on. Okay, here we are. Now to head back inside. I can honestly only hope that this really... Because I'm going to have to bomb every single one of those slots, or at least until I get the one for Bryyo, because that's where I suspect that the one is missing. Yeah, it's on this side. I think. Is it? No, it's the other. Right, because I already went up here for, like, the... in order to get the stuff for freaking Talon 4 and Aether research data. Okay, can I skip this? Or, okay. Just took a while. Downloaded the map for this area. Okay, that's not it then. Well, either way, these should still give me, like, the map, like, the item locations for all the remaining areas. You know, this place, Bryyo, Norian, Valhalla. Right. Okay, so that was suit expansion locations for Skytown. And what's that? There we go. Okay, now let's look this up. Oh my god. There's one more in the fuel gel pool. Oh my. Knew it had to be somewhere on Bryyo. God damn it. Yeah, never using this guide again. God, what a waste. It's like, because I've not played this game in a good few years, and it's been even longer since I felt the need to use a guide, which I know I had to use one years ago when I cared about, like, knowing, like, what all the critical logbook scans were, and, like, the achievements and whatnot. You know, how to get all the friend vouchers, because that's something that I cared about back when the Wii's Online was still a thing. God. Man. I mean, at least on the bright side, Like I mentioned it before, I guess it's still a good thing that, like, this game actually, like, lets you just download, like, an in-game map that puts all the item locations in, like, on the map itself. Like, could you imagine if I had run into this exact same problem with Prime 1 and 2? Like, if the guide just screwed up somewhere on like, not even, like, listing the item expansion wrong, just completely skipping it over. That would suck. Like, that would be, like, a miserable time trying to figure that out. Like, I already had to consult walkthroughs to, like, figure out, like, how to get to a suit expansion that I knew was there, but I was, like, blanking on the solution. But, like, that's nothing. You at least know where the location is. The challenge, the hard part, is figuring out how to get it. Yeah. Ultimately, I think, like, in hindsight, just to make this part faster, I should have, when I went to the Chozo Observatory to get that research data, I should have just bombed the slots for every single part of that room in order to get the map data. It's so much more practical. Okay, fine. Bryyo, here we come. Yeah, it's at the Federation outpost. Just gotta follow a few rooms back into, like, where that pool was. Man. I'm just... After this, where's... Like, I am so ready for, like, a well-deserved Metroid break. It's been fun. It's been fun riding on this high. Like, after how amazing Dread was, revisiting some of the 2D games on my own time, and then having the drive to go, you know what? The Prime trilogy is amazing. I want to go back through it again on stream. And lo and behold, that is what happened. Right, so go back through there. And then, like, once I get out a couple rooms ahead, take a left. So yeah. So it turns out we absolutely are getting 255 missiles. Okay, come on. Still, like, at the very least, I remain somewhat glad to still be doing things this way, even though it's clear that, like, some screw-ups that I had not realized were really piling up around this point. You know, like, missing that one-time logbook scan, not realizing that that was that error, like, in my route guide, like, just completely omitted a missile expansion that totally was there. But I'm still committed to doing things this way. I'm still committed to getting everything else I can to maintain the spirit of what 100%ing a game like this is all about, you know? Just because you miss something that is, like, stupidly hidden in one time only doesn't mean you stop for everything else. Especially when you're this late in. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Just gotta head back under here. Done. Thank you. Special ending unlocked. Yeah. At the very least, it was important we do this, if only for the special ending. Because there are 2 layers of it, to it, you know? 75% gives you the first extended ending, and then the 100%, the special, that's very important for the one thing that, like, is constantly being pushed by Kensuke Tanabe over at Nintendo. Because he will not stop trying to push for the one thing that is being teased by that ending. Oh. Yeah, let's just get back. Yeah, to think it was like during the last stream, I was like, say goodbye to Bryyo. Say goodbye to Skytown. This is the last time. Turns out it wasn't the last time. It's never gonna be the last time. But it's still gonna be great once I give myself a bit of a Metroid break after this, you know, just going through all 3 of these games back to back. Because I can go back to focusing just on a bit more, like, varied stuff for streaming during December, you know? Because already I've got Amped 3 lined up. That's probably, like, the big one. Especially considering that my original plan was to do that, like on starting on November 15th to coincide with, like, the anniversary of the 360's launch, you know, for 16 years. But I missed that because, you know, Metroid took higher priority. Following that, I bit the bullet and I did order an original Xbox light gun off eBay this past weekend that should be arriving hopefully sometime by this coming weekend. Yeah. I didn't shell out for, like, the silent scope light rifle because the whole point is that, like, I'd still like to have a handgun shaped one to kind of complement my GunCon 2, as well as, like, have something that's more comfortable and fitting for, like, playing House of the Dead 2 via House of the Dead 3, since it's unlockable on that same disc. Plus, the bigger thing is needing to figure out just how much, like, to what extent am I going to have to mess with the brightness on both the game and TV for Silent Scope Complete in order to give those games a proper look on stream. Depending on how well that works, maybe then I will consider putting money aside for the upgrade to get that light rifle, because I love how absolutely stupid it is. There's so much freaking plastic attachments that you put on that thing. And, like, just on top of that is all the, and, like, when you just detach every part of it, that's when you end up with the, with just it being shotgun shaped and all that, which makes it more ideal for House of the Dead 3. Yeah, that's actually ultimately the thing I'm kind of starting to think about with, like, when I get that thing, is that it's not just going to be me doing, like, a silent scope stream or, like, another House of the Dead 3 and 2 stream. Instead, it's more like, no, I'm gonna cram as much as I can in a 4-hour stream, like, footage of every Xbox original light gun compatible game that is on that thing, of which there are 3, you know? You got your House of the Dead 3, which has 2 included. You've got Silent Scope Complete, and then, of course, following that, you got Starsky and Hutch, which, you know, isn't exclusive to original Xbox, but I might as well try for convenience sake. Okay. That'll be quite a crazy stream, I feel like. And then, of course, when I can find the time, get my good buddy Wrath on the mic to co-commentate me playing through the Streets of Rage series, you know, 1 through 3 as like a prelude to 4 proper, along with potentially the DLC. And then following that, also, I guess, just be in the beat 'em up spirit, spike out Battle Street. It's just kind of the ideas. And following that, I have no idea what else entirely. I'm just gonna basically wing it. It might not even be all games. I'm not entirely sure, because just the feeling a weird sense of inspiration lately when it comes to like other like concepts I kind of want to do on the do on stream is the idea. Yeah, it's mostly in regards to like art related stuff, because I'd mentioned like so when someone like pointed out, you know, like as a compliment, like my new like profile pic on Twitch, that was drawn by me, you know, it wasn't a commission or anything. Like, it's the sort of thing where I probably could have commissioned it had I not gotten it through my head after moving my TV to a dedicated stand that like I have like a tablet monitor. I should be making more use of it, especially since I bought it like near the end of my time in college, specifically because I had the foolish idea that I'd ever get like a professional game development job out of it, and it turns out no. So I might as well use it for more personal stuff. And as it turns out, like, kind of being reminded just how like satisfying it can be when you draw something like, and you have something as powerful as like a tablet monitor like the one I got with a good bit of software like Clip Studio Paint, and it just feels like you're finally able to like get some of your ideas out onto some sort of canvas, and it like, I guess it's like a weight off your shoulders. It's like that's like the only other way I can think of to like describe what that feels like. Because it'd be quite like frustrating if you're always like with like some amount of ideas like just bouncing around in your head, stuff that you wish like could be made manifest, but you're always like struggling with like not having the means to like properly convey it. You know, like growing up, sometimes I would always just like get out a piece of like printer paper, grab a pencil, and then just like sketch something out, you know? Like pencil line art sketches was kind of the thing that like I felt I could most reliably do in terms of art. And now I found myself like based on how the style went about with that profile pic, it's like, yeah, like pencil art but digitally. And since I have the benefits of layers, I can just draw in like the different colored layers like through charcoal. It's like I feel like I've found myself like possibly landing like on a style that I never realized that like that fully worked for me as much as it did, and that I kind of want to see how much more I can pursue with that. Whether or not that means I'm gonna start becoming like a Twitter artist or something that takes commissions, that's probably not gonna happen. It's at this point that I still feel like I'm only really wanting to do it like more for my sake and my sake only, you know? Like when it's for me, like drawings, like that kind of art, it's like the kind of artistry or creative outlet that to me feels like the sort of thing where I have a hard time like trying to imagine translating like that concept from something you do for personal recreational use to something that you could like make money out of or have as a gig, you know? Like, the point where it becomes, like, especially, like, in regards to commissions, like, doing art for other people. That's the part, like, I still can't wrap my head around me, like, fitting in with. Because so much of, like, my creativity comes from doing the things that I specifically have the motivation and desire to do. Even to the point where it is specifically, like, for my own, for me and me only. I guess that's just, like, the best way to put it. Like, drawing someone else's request, you know, like, I get that works for a lot of people, but I can't even begin to see myself wanting to do that and, like, possibly, like, I don't know, like, putting myself in a position where, like, I foolishly agree, yeah, I'll draw that for X amount of dollars, and then I start to feel some amount of, like, pressure and expectations, and then having it just, like, devolve into, like, imposter syndrome, and that just becomes, and that just, like, turns out real bad when it happens like that. Oh, wait, I wasn't even supposed to... oh, wow, okay. I just went about like that. Oh, like, during that whole rant, I just fucking went about like that, the route completely the wrong way. Like, after defeating that Phaaze Lord, I was supposed to just go back to the ship and apparently just fly over to that, that landing site. Like, that wasn't even necessary at all. What the hell? Yeah. I have weird, complicated feelings with regards to, like, doing the kind of creative stuff I'd like to do, but explicitly for other people's, like, creative ideas as opposed to mine. I know it comes off as very selfish, but it's like, that's just kind of how I've always been. Like, even if I was in a situation where I had more, like more of, like, a community around this streams to, like, have, to, like, put their input forward as far as, like, what games I should play on stream and whatnot. Even then, I would be, like, beyond hyper-selective on that, because I would care the most about, like, making sure that, like, what games I'm letting them choose are ones that, no matter what, are the type of games that I actually care about playing. You know? Even if it was for, like, a stipulation involving, like, I don't know, like, I have to, like, play a bad game or something as, like, a form of punishment. Like, sure, I could, like, do that. But even then, it's like, I can't see myself, like, wanting to, like, play a game that someone recommends as, like, a punishment if it's something that I know is, like, absolutely, like, dreadful and uncomfortable for me to play. I'd sooner play through, like, a certain game that is, like, I know that I still have interesting things to say about. Like, I don't know, there's plenty of, like, I don't know, there's a few off the top of my head, like, games from, like, 360, PS3 gen that, like, I'd say I'm not particularly fond of. And even before that, like, I've gone on record about, like, Halo. And also, I feel similar about, like, Gears and, like, even the early, like, the Infinity Ward original era Call of Duties. Thinking about those, I'm still not as, like, crazy big over as other people were, like, you know, with Call of Duty 2 or Modern Warfare. And it's like, I mean, like, if worse came to worse, where, like, I ended up having to, like, play those for people to watch because that's what they request, and then I have to, like, pay some amount of dues, then it's like, yeah, I'd still probably do it, just because I know I would have things to say about it. Like, the worst kind of bad game that I could ever elect to play on this stream is not just one that's bad, but bad in the way that is, like, both boring and gives me so little to work off of. You know? Because even, like, a massive failure can still be, like, enjoyable to play if that failure is, like, fascinating in how it flops. Anyway, I guess that's like... I suppose that's maybe like enough of like just the weird tangents about like all this stuff regarding like my burgeoning like re-interest in doing digital art again. Combined with like just my feelings on like or my thought process when it comes to the idea of wanting to play certain games that might be bad, or ones that people request as like something that I have to do for the hell of it. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that there was like, this is like the second area of the game where you get like that teleport animation. And it's specifically for accessing the Leviathan. Okay. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, because we already got like the stuff we needed from the Valhalla. Now we can make use of this to access Phaaze.
Control of the Leviathan. Now we'll be able to open a wormhole and warp to Phaaze. It's time to end this.
Right on.
Once you rendezvous with the fleet, we'll head straight into the belly of the beast. I look forward to fighting alongside you again, Samus. Godspeed.
Yep, okay. Yeah, control codes entered. Yeah. Any type of weapon fire. Oh, right.
Take heed, Samus. Once you join the fleet and the wormhole to Phaaze is opened, there is no turning back.
Yeah.
Please be sure to prepare yourself. We wish you the best of luck.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's fun enough. Now then, let's head back to the command station. I believe there's like... There's technically 2 more things we could do here, like on this planet, before heading to Phaaze proper. One is another red Phazoid that we need to kill, and the other is one that's like... It only gives you a friend voucher, but it exists to show that you can actually do it at this point, and that is like destroying a Phazon harvester, which, if you recall, is like there's like that specific room, Phazon harvesting, that you go through where what was it? Like you're going across like those walkways, and there's like this giant like mechanical thing that shoots that tries to take shots at you and is invulnerable, but like you can stun it by just overloading it with Phazon. We have hyper grapple. At least that's what I recall off the top of my head. That's how it works to beat that. So yeah. Okay, so defense access. Yeah, we gotta take that, which leads to the mining site. I mean, we might as well do both, since they are like in the same area and close to each other. I mean, we've got plenty of time. We're probably not going to have as much time at the end of the stream to just, like, focus on admiring the stuff we can unlock in the extras gallery, but it should be enough. I think it'll be fine. Still gonna keep up with, like, scanning whatever remaining stuff there is to scan once we get to Phaaze. And I think once we scan what should be the last thing, I will absolutely take one last look at the logbook to kind of show once and for all that, yes, I did miss one research item, but everything else, like, that still counts. 100% items, 99% logbooks. Just kind of how it is. Honestly, thinking about it, I feel like if I'm ever gonna do, like, art streams as a way of branching out or something, I feel like, especially starting out, I need to have someone, like, on mic in a Discord call to kind of help carry me through it, because I feel like that's the bigger problem that I would be running into. Just the notion that, like, I would somehow be able to find enough things to talk about by myself when drawing. It's not quite the same as it is with, like, compared to, you know, just, like, playing a game like this. Oh well, but I'll figure it out more. I'd also not be surprised if it was one of those things where it's a lot easier to justify if you have, like, enough dedicated followers that are, like, in chats to kind of help push you through it. Okay, so where do I need to go? Oh yeah, to the right. Phase on harvesting. Oh yeah, I guess this is actually one of those things where it's like, because of stuff that happens, like, in those rooms, you kind of have to leave far enough in advance in order to unload. Yeah, so it's gonna be the red phasoids first. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, the whole point now, I think, is that I have to go all the way back to Transit Station 4B. Like, just enter there. Not even, like, leave to transition into a new area, I think. Just go there. I'll maybe even, like, do, like, a quick save, like, at the save station near there. And then make my way all the way back here. So hopefully then, like, the harvesters will be back. Actually, you know what? Even I'm still questioning why I even need to do that. Oh yeah, well, I guess going back through the phase on harvesting room like a second time after I've gone this far back. There's like like the route continues that it eventually loops back to landing site Charlie, so this is for the better. But I'm only going to check this once. If for some reason the harvester does not spawn again just because I didn't get rid of the all the phasoids in there, then it's like we'll just keep going. Screw it. Got it. Okay. Now, moment of truth. Yes. Alright. Okay, okay, I guess I did not get the grapple point or whatever it is, so... I guess I'll try further up. No! Oh, come on! Yeah, I guess I gotta get way up top, high to higher ground. Unless... Wait! Yes! Oh man, just as I was thinking about it! Now that the shields are down, that's how you do it. I thought it was... I mistook it as thinking that it was something where you, like, use the hyper grapple to overload, but no! Oh, there you go. We got us one final bombing run of the game. Sweet. Oh, God. Ugh. After all the mistakes I made, it's showing off, like, cool, neat little things like that again that just get me back on board with this game. Like, they thought to include stuff like that in. Just one extra little thing to make use of your ship. Just because, like, they really could not... have its role be as expansive as they initially envisioned it to be. Oh, man. Okay. That was fun. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Through here. Ow. That was dumb. God, yeah. Command visor needs to make a return. On top of all the usual ones, you know, scan and, like, whatever form of x-ray. Although I guess if they do that, that already, like, clocks out all four. Shit, I wonder if Metroid Prime 4 would be ballsy enough to go, you know what, we can increase the amount of visors that Samus has. Don't just limit it to 4. Make it 8. Screw it. That'd be something. And by that metric, also include more weapons. I mean, for God's sake, Metroid Prime Hunters had more than 4, you know? It had Samus's arm cannon and then, like, one extra weapon for each of, like, the other hunters it had in that game. Alright. Time for Phaaze. Whew. There it is. It's funny too, still after all this time, it's like, whenever I think about like this game's fetch quest, it's like, with like, getting all the energy cells for the Valhalla.
Once the wormhole is open, order all ships to enter.
Affirmative, Admiral. Message to all ships. Prepare for entry. Maintain battle formation timeless.
Yeah, it's just like, the game really does not acknowledge that you did things in, like, the order that you ended up doing them, which is you just did all the stuff on the Valhalla first, which happened to get you the pirate code necessary to take control of this Leviathan. Like, at least when it came to... like, at least when it came to, like, the Chozo artifacts or Sky Temple keys, it was, like, a lot more clear that they made mention that that was specifically, like, a thing you would have had to work towards. Here, it's just, like, it is so easy to not even realize in this game that there is a fetch quest as long as you're, like, diligent and open for backtracking at any opportunity. Like, sure, I guess giving you access to explore the Valhalla halfway through the game is already a big enough indication of that. But whatever. We're at the end, though. That's what matters. On a planet that is living Phaaze. And also, a pretty interesting segment as far as being like, this is what pushes the hypermode concept to its farthest. Because obviously we are now in a place that is 100% Phaaze. So naturally we should be succumbing to corruption as a result. But no, we're gonna vent our tanks, and hyper mode's gonna work a bit differently now. Basically, we're converting all of our energy tanks into one hyper mode bar. And we are gonna be perpetually in this mode for the entire section. All acquired energy tanks have been vented to temporarily prevent total corruption. Hypermode weapons no longer require the extinguishing of an energy tank to use, because you are now permanently hyper. But it can no longer be, the override cannot be used anymore. Damage as well as exposure to the atmosphere will continue to raise Phaaze level. If your Phaaze level fills completely, you will die. Good luck. Yeah. Just getting the important scans as I go along. So, gel sacks in this room. We get black Phaaze crystals in the next one. Oh, come on. Fortunately, like, the Phaaze health pickups do contribute, and also the hyper grapple is another way to expend all this energy. Oh yeah, and we can still use our, as you can tell, we can still use our visors. Regardless, this is a pretty solid way to, like, invert how, like, you're expected to use hyper mode, or at least, like, maybe not directly invert, but absolutely go about, what is the, alright, those are where the crystals are. Vulnerable to heavy blasts. Yeah, that's a great way. God, I forget if I even realized that this is something that you could do. Like, when it came to those specific Phaaze puddles with, like, the grabby points. Like, it seems like such an amazingly reliable way to get rid of any Phaaze that builds up. Still pretty good. Alright. The room up ahead, whichever one's next, should have Phaaze puffers. Yeah. You know, just seeing, like, how hyper mode is used, like, escalated, and then finally gets turned into this. It's the sort of thing where, like, I can see even more clearly now so much why Nintendo pushed so hard for hyper mode to be like a key part of the game. Even when Retro was kind of going back and forth with them on that. Yeah, so we're in Cavern Beta Access. Just giving, and it also doubles as like a nice way to like guarantee that like, if you've been a completionist up to this point and you basically got hyper grapple as one of the last possible things. Phaaze Puffer absorbs it from nearby bioforms to power its own attacks, which also doubles as lowering our hyper mode health limit. Or maybe not. I think it just might be like this particular... Oh, wait, no. It's because it's up there. Right. Yeah. Still not bad way to, like, kind of further, like, emphasize just the whole risk reward of this entire concept. Oh no. Come on. It's still kind of a shame that, like, considering how valuable Hyper Grapple seems to be as a way to, like, expel Phaaze on you, would think that they'd make it possible to, like, use it more on, like, other enemies, instead of specific ones that are vulnerable to it. Okay, so where are we at? Drop shaft, yeah, so we got some tangleweed coming up, I guess. Yep. Yeah, just keep doing this. Nice! Explosion got him. Yeah, just keep going. Because I'm pretty sure these hoppers are going to keep spawning like this. Was there? Oh, guess not. Huh. Oh, there's another puffer. Thank you for that. Now die. That's fun. Oh, that flip out is so stylish, so graceful. Alright, Metroid Cavern. Can't remember. Right. Oh, crap. Come on. Get out of the walls. I need to double check this. Being, optical organs vulnerable to shots but protected by thick plating. Only when the plating is open will the antenna be vulnerable. There we go. Right, that's that gimmick. There. Moving on. Oh, right. We're gonna finish this in no time. Screw it. Hyper missiles. No reason not to use them. They're linear and still require precise aim, but the power's worth it. Yes, thank you. This is what I like. God, I remember going through this the first time and thinking that I had no choice but to just take all the damage that came my way. Like the health orbs barely dropped during this, and I never put two and two together. That of course you're supposed to use hyper grapple, you know, like the voltage on those particular things. Yeah. And also that. Nearly forgot that that was a thing. Oh yeah, oh man, I forgot. Oh, the fact that you could just do that. Just combine the X-ray visor to home in on weak points with hyper mode. Like, how much more busted can you get with that? God, this whole section is so cool. Here we are, Genesis Chamber. So here I think we get our final Phaaze creature scan, and that's an infant Leviathan. Serpentine organ serves as a Leviathan womb. Tissue on the sides looks like it could be torn off. God, yeah, it's like I definitely forgot that you could do that. There we go. God, that's finicky to get right. But there we go. Leviathan infant. Phaaze within is highly unstable. Ah, fuck. Right, now it's along the other side. That's how it works. Okay, come on, come on. Oh, I see it. Trying to go to the other side now, huh? There we go. Nice. There. And just enough health to get our corruption back down to 0. Our corruption meter. Okay. Final boss time. Now, Prime 2 obviously gave us ample opportunities to fight Dark Samus repeatedly. This game, we've had nothing but the build-up to another fight with her. And now it's time that we got it. Here we go. Dark Samus. Phase on energy-based entity disrupted by hyper mode attacks. Fortunately, that's all of our attacks now. Targets composed of pure phase-on energy, highly unstable. Scans indicate hyper mode attacks are capable, likely a result of hyper mode being energized by Samus's body. Dark Samus is capable of generating echoes, I see what you did there, Retro, of herself to aid her in battle. These units can be used as increased firepower and act as distractions while she replenishes her energy. Destroy them immediately. She's capable of absorbing energy from Phaaze to replenish her own. Right, okay, yeah. She's still carrying over, like, a lot of her core abilities from, Nice! Okay, can still get them, but yeah, like, if she's in a position where she can defend herself, she absolutely will, like, deflect your hyper missiles. But yeah, just like, an advanced, more refined version of, like, how you fought her in Prime 2. Just the ability to, like, make clones of herself. This fight theme is pretty good, though. Oh. Come on. Yeah. Is it time? Oh, yeah. Oh. What a stylish way to create a clone of yourself. That's fucking dope. Yep. Okay. I forget if there's, like, other ways to tell, like which Dark Samus is the clone and which is the original. Oh geez, this whole phase. You just kind of, I guess, just have to keep hitting them and hope that, like, they explode afterwards. Yeah, there we go. We're back in it. Ah, so she's gonna summon more. Yep. Yo! Alright. It is so satisfying once you actually, like, are able to land a missile, considering how often she just blocks it. You gotta do it during the right moments where you know she can't defend. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, alright. She's almost down. God, this fight's so good. Dark Samus fights in 2 were already pretty great. This is just like a further extension of this. Right, yeah. But she is still like... oh! Okay. She's almost down. She's literally got a magic pixel left, and like because of like it being 480i, I'm pretty sure that like the interlacing is causing it to like flicker. That's hilarious. Yeah, all right. Oh, but that's not it though. There's one more. We still got to deal with that Aurora unit that she stole from the Federation. Gotta find our own Phaaze infused mother brain. Here we go. Aurora Unit 313. Hatch on its head protects the core. Damage it to sever cables. Somehow been fused with the bioessence of Dark Samus. Combat shields protect most of the unit. Weak spot has been detected at the cable junction. Damaging unit's core will expose this point, but the core itself is protected by an armored hatch. Tentacle ports can be damaged to initiate stunning cerebral feedback pulses within target. While incapacitated, hatch will be unprotected and able to be pulled open. Unit has been heavily mutated by Phaaze. Appears to be symbiotically connected to the planet as well. Just like Mother Brain. Funny. Okay, come on. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything else when it comes to just shooting at those tentacles. So I'm pretty sure I understood enough of the Oh yeah, I also should double check just to like demonstrate that yes, I've gotten everything else in the logbooks. That's all clear. Those are all clear. Wait, 2? And 3? What? Oh, god damn it. Okay, never mind. Ugh. I always hate the research category. Yeah, I need to double check again. Weak spot's been detected at the cable junction. Cord cells. God damn, man. Oh, fuck. That's a lot of damage. What the hell? Run! Oh god, that's right, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's just you gotta... you can't focus on, like, destroying all the tentacles first. Again, I get way too ahead of myself of just trying to shoot and destroy everything. Just destroy one of the tentacles and then hit whatever spot is exposed. Right, and eventually things should open. There we go, yes! Now we're back in business! Got it, okay. Gonna summon more clones? Yeah. There we go. I knew these glowing spots had something to do with it. It's just the problem of, like, the angle that which you can hit things is, like, the annoying part. Got it! Yes! Yes! Okay. That should be good. I think I can still hold out and avoid total corruption. Oh my god, it's doing the boost ball! Are you kidding? Okay, come on. Oh man. Damn it. Like this charged hyper mode shot is so good. But it takes such a long time, obviously. Okay, yeah. Sometimes, like, missiles are best for that, I suppose. It's almost dead, though. We got it. We got it. Nice. Okay. Alright. Keep circle strafing. Circle hopping. We're good. Okay. Yeah, this boss I feel like should be more of a victory lap, but it kind of isn't just because of how long it takes. Especially if you don't clue on it exactly to how best to deal with the tentacles and the weak spots. Because, like, yeah, just everything about the Dark Samus fight right before this is, like, way more engaging. It's like, it's whatever as, like, as a final boss for this game. Okay. There. Yes! Yes! Time to bring this to an end. Right now! Oh wait, that's right, there's still this part of the phase. God damn it. Cable has exposed the weak point that is vulnerable to attack. Oh man. Oh, how foolish of me to forget that this Aurora unit has a second phase. Okay, it's still the same. Yep. Now this feels more like a victory lap. Okay. Like, even this music itself is very Mother Brain. Okay. That was kind of not the best spot with, like, its weak point, like, behind the wall. Ow. Come on. God, hyper missiles are so great. It's like, it's just an instant super missile. That's what it is. Like that's what makes it so fantastic. Oh my God, stop running into me, please. Please, please. Thank you. I am so close to dead because of this thing. Oh geez, this again. Okay, come on. Just keep circle strafing. Don't change direction. The pattern is predictable that way. Got it! Okay. There. Now it's done. Oh, man. Yeah, like, even, like, the music itself. Like, at the very least, they knew full well what they were doing with, like, the design for the Aurora units in this fight. And it's like, Retro wanted their own Mother Brain. They wanted their own Mother Brain fight in at least one of these games, and they got it. They found a creative way to make it work. And with that, Phaaze is done. And we're back to our lame old original PED suit. The orange really does not suit it. Yeah, but whatever, it's fine. A few moments later in this series of cutscenes, and she'll be back to the good old Various suit. Oh yeah.
Sir, we have confirmed unstable energy spikes in multiple locations on the planet. It's a chain reaction. It's accelerating. The planet's going to explode.
Yep, that's Samus's work, all right.
Prepare to retreat. Activate the Leviathan's warp field. Get us out of here.
All right. One last use for this abomination of a spaceship. Warping us back into Federation space. And just letting it get destroyed. That's fine. Whew. What a game.
Damage reports coming in. We've lost 37% of the fleet. Half of the surviving ships are reporting heavy casualties.
Sir, we've confirmed the wormhole has disappeared. All the Leviathans are gone. The crisis is over.
What about Samus?
Negative, sir. No contact.
You sure about that? Yeah, he knows. Yeah.
Sir, we're receiving a transmission from Samus's ship.
Mission complete. Canonical proof that she writes that stuff out every time you beat the game. The mission complete comes straight from her. Okay. Now this is... Wow, yeah. I'm remembering now, like, that this whole... Like this bonus ending video you get is just 30 FPS. When it looks of it, I feel like there's... Even on this CRT and just like the analog video went on, I feel like I can still see what feels like some amount of like artifacts from the fact that like this is like a pre-recorded video. I'm pretty sure that's the whole point. Shame they couldn't like have this be a pre-recorded video at 60, but I mean whatever. We're already done with gameplay. Like everything in terms of gameplay, this was rock solid 60 the whole way through. And, yeah, Samus's face in this still leagues better than it was at the end of Prime 2. Oh, man. Ah. What a good game. My ranking on all the 3 games in this trilogy have not changed. Like, it's still Prime 1 at the top, followed closely by 3, and then quite a ways behind 2. But man, just all the weird, unique things this game does is why it still has like such a soft spot in my heart. Why I still like it a lot more than I feel like most other people do. You know, just kind of like, unsurprisingly, like how with Fusion, that was like very divisive for its day, you know, being so explicitly linear and telling you where to go, but it managed to just flex by like just demonstrating other things that it showed it could be good at, like just the way it went about its atmosphere there. You know, the SAX, making you feel more vulnerable than you ever did in a 2D game. And this game, meanwhile, just like there's a whole lot of unique curveballs at like what a Metroid Prime game can be. You know, with like just like the combat, the emphasis on hyper mode, and like what that means for like a risk-reward dynamic. Hey, look at that, Principal Technology Engineering, Jack Matthews. The man you can thank for disciplining all of Retro to ensure that the game, that all 3 games played at 60 FPS and never dropped. Unless something was wrong with your console that caused it to drop, like I felt was kind of the case in Prime 1 when dealing with some of the pirates.
The arduous fight against Phaaze has ended. However, in the vast regions of space, This victory is just a twinkle of a star, spreading the light of hope through the darkness.
Oh, man. It still does, however, like... It's funny, like the core problems that I levy against 2 and 3 are, like... They're... Like, I feel like they ultimately stem from, like different origin points. Like, my problems with Echoes in comparison to Prime 1 and Corruption have always been about, like... The ideas they had were, like, conceptually very strong, but I felt like... the way they were able to make them work within, like, the technology they had available at the time was, like... I felt they could have made different decisions on that and not... and most of those would have been feasible for 2004. This, meanwhile, was, like... Their original idea for what Prime 3 was going to be was clearly different, you know? Whereas Prime 2 was, like, they knew from the outset they wanted to do the dual world concept just because of the theory that, you know, reusing the assets twice would save on money and help speed along production. But obviously that has its own problems that you gotta tackle when they happen. But here it's like a Metroid Prime game where, like, they wanted the maps to be way larger and more expansive to the point that they would design it as being more open world. The ship would have way more involvement, like, in the progression of the game. You know, and obviously, you know, the motion controls, which were like still a big part of it into the end. And, like, you can see the remnants of what they were trying to go for, you know? Skytown is a gorgeous area where, like, you can see farther out than you ever could in any other, like, interior of the previous games. But it's obviously not, like, sprawling open world degrees, because it's like, you know, good luck trying to get that to run at 60 FPS on this hardware and have it look as good as this. And then, of course, you know, as mentioned before with the ship, like, there's stuff you can do with it, but it's, like, few and far between, obviously. Hyper mode is probably, like, is one of those things where, funny enough, it wasn't... The way it ended up turning out wasn't part of Retro's original design, and it took a lot of, like figuring things out with Nintendo of Japan in order to make it work. Okay, mission final. Percentage complete, 100%. Yeah. It may not be 100% logbooks, but you know what? I'll take that. I guess there's a good reason why they never, like, tied specific ending videos to, like, how much stuff you have in your logbook. It's more just for, like, bonus gallery shit. Yeah, total time, 9 hours, 55 minutes, even though that clearly doesn't add up. I clearly spent a whole lot more time playing, not to mention all the few deaths I had. Oh yeah, here it is. What a better looking Zero Suit Samus model than what we got in Prime 2. Yeah, so just like with this game having so much bigger ambitions than what ended up putting in, they were still able to cram it with, like, ideas that still make it a unique game unto itself compared to its predecessors. Oh, look at that. Look at that, it's Tanabe reminding you that he's gonna make fetch happen. Choosing to save now will finish this game of Prime 3. When you select your save slot again, you'll start a new game. Right, and yeah, that's right. And I believe what this does is that it actually retains the logbook data progress, which was like, God, yeah, that was another smart addition they made, and they actually carried that over to Prime Trilogy. Like, I remember the same thing, where it's like, you do the same thing. You save your progress after the credits on any of those 3 games. You can start again, choose a new difficulty, and your logbook progress is kept as is. You know, like, that was brilliant. Oh, man. Prime 4 really needs to take a second look at the ideas that they had for 3. And make sure that they can, like, find ways to fully realize them. On top of obviously, completely new stuff that they come up with to go for Prime 4. There's just so much. There's just so much that they should be doing. All right. So what do I want to start with? You know, I think I might. I think I'm gonna focus on unlocking the remaining dioramas, because I got the credits for it. And we'll take a look at some of these before closing out the stream. But yeah, just, you know, take notes for Prime 4, just like what the past games did. Take especially good note of the stuff that Prime 3 tried to do, you know, what it was able to include to push things forward, but also remember the things that they tried, that they wanted to do but couldn't for technical or design reasons, and maybe give it another shot. You know, that's a very Nintendo thing to do. Oh yeah, there it is. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in anymore, but yeah. Remember this moment? Falling down that 17,000 kilometer shaft. Fighting Meta Ridley, that was pretty good. Oh, yeah. Man, this never happened in the game, obviously, but it's kind of hilarious. It's just the primals worshipping Samus as a god instead of trying to kill her. Oh, it's a little fight with Maganar. But obviously, like, all these, like, Samus models that are being used aren't of the PED suit. God, I just wish you could, like, zoom in a lot closer than they allow you to. I forgot that that's, like, the zoom limit they have for that. Wait, no, that was 4. I wanted 5. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Holy shit, those were Chozo ghosts. Those little holograms are Chozo ghosts. I never noticed it was them. Wow, okay. That's neat. And then there's the final battle. Oh yeah, and I never actually showed off that I got like the screenshot tool, which is like, hey, it's basically the game giving you photo mode before photo mode was ever actually a thing. Yeah. Unfortunately, we do not have enough boss tokens to unlock all of these. Yeah. I'll do like the first package for Creature, World, and Storyboard. Yeah, maybe that's the whole point. I forget if it's something where, like, every time you do a new game, it's like you get more boss tokens as you beat them again. Same for, like, the friend vouchers from, like, doing the achievements. I forget. God, I definitely need to look up some of those details a bit more, because, yeah, they crammed a lot of, like, weird, unique things in here. Yeah, just concept art of everything related to Samus. Oh, God. Oh, man. Look at those. Look at those old PED suit designs. Freaking... Oh, wow. But, you know... Yeah, I can see why they did not go for these very angular pauldrons. They were clearly trying to see how much is too much when it comes to just bolting on Galactic Federation aesthetics to Samus' suit. This one, though, that is slick. I like that. I honestly kind of wish that this was what we got. Like, at least it's the starting PED suit, you know, prior to getting all neon blue and purple. Yeah, and just more sketches as far as, like, how it would look. All different configurations for the beam cannon. Morph ball. Huh. Nice. And of course, there's the gunship. Let's see, what have we got for creatures? Oh, yeah. There's Gore. Oh, wow. And I think, like, even his... Wow, his face is actually more human in the concept art. I never realized. Shows how little I paid attention to these even when I unlocked them. All I really cared about was, like, maximizing on all the medals you could get. Berserker Lords, yeah. Crawl tanks. Oh yeah, there's the little Federation workers with their skin-tight suits. Yo, run this, my boy. There's little attack drones, steam bots, the Steam Lord. That is quite the pose for these Federation troopers. Like, were they supposed to have, like, hover capabilities or something? I don't know. But there's some art for Skytown. Very nice. Yeah, just look at that. Man. Retro's art team. Some of the absolute best this industry has ever had. Probably, and also when Prime 4 comes out, probably will prove that they still have it. Even with, like, even with a lot of the old hats from, like, from this time having moved on elsewhere. And storyboard package. Huh. Interesting. Oh yeah, there's that for when going to meet with the Aurora unit on the Olympus. Yeah, kind of hard to tell entirely for sure what it's supposed to be. Okay, this is clearly for like the Helios fight. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, I think, yeah, it's like when you beat Helios and gain more corruption. Yep, and like once you land on Norian, like during the beginning of the game. Yeah, not bad. Hold on, is there? Oh, yeah, that's right. God, I really ended up with way less boss tokens, gold medals than I honestly thought I did. Let me actually check how many friend vouchers I even did end up with. 21. Okay, not bad. Still gonna have to look back up, like, how much there actually is to get in regards to that. Well, that was fun. Metroid Prime month is at an end. Done. Prime 1, 100% both items and logbook. Prime 2, same as before. Prime 3, well, still 100% items, but as mentioned before, I'm missing 3 research scans for some reason. I swear, I don't even recall those being mentioned, like in the 100% guide that I had this entire time. Who cares? It'll be a while before I ever touch these again. Right now, I am satisfied. This was a good time. And now I can go back to streaming the even weirder shit. All right. thanks for everyone that has chosen to like watch my progress through revisiting these games over the past few weeks. Look forward to what comes up throughout the month of December. Later.
Get